we move to matters of the ongoing local government commission of inquiry, where the mayors of Banjul, Rahim Maliklo's involvement in an alleged $20 million fraudulent land transaction has come under scrutiny. The commission now has testimony revealed several discrepancies, failure, and improper procedures dealing surrounding the allocation of public land to a private businessman, MK Stores. Our reporter Mamadi Baro has more details of that in this report.
The mayors of Banjul City Council, Rahim Maliklo, gave testimony on her role in the alleged $20 million fraudulent deal. The scrutiny centered around two plots of lands, one originally behind the National Assembly and the other at Bond Road, initially discussed for allocation to a businessman, Chabel El-Haj, who later instructed the council to transfer the land to MK Stores, a business entity owned by Nando. The process, however, is said to have raised legal and ethical questions about how public resources were handled. During her testimony on Thursday, Mayoress Lowe admitted that the decision to support Chabel's request for land was based purely on a verbal conversation. She mentions that Chabel told her he had a partnership with Heinsen and planned to create jobs for Gambian youth. However, no documentation was provided to support the claim and no verification was done. Lead Council Patrick Gomez strongly objected to this and further challenges the mayors on the conducted land transaction.
So you council?
It was taken to council.
That is the company that is Charbel's company?
Nenandalo company Charbel.
Charbel company bubula indi the new Gambia pour ibi factory.
Charbel brought that company and said those guys came here to open a factory.
So somebody bring the company to you?
Nenanda da Faison company BCO?
No, mom the forward and mom is an agent. It's the Charbel who did the application.
No, it was
not company B.
He came to me and said he's an agent. It was Charbel who brought the application. It's not the company.
You did not meet the company called Heinsen.
Nena kon yow sa bopa musulo dajé wala musulo gis company bobu ñoy Heinsen.
Did momo ñew rek ne momo sen agent bi?
No, he just came.
Partner, whatever.
He just came and said he's the agent, the partner, what.
Not whatever. Let's just get exactly what he said because he also testified.
Nena fi dañu bëgga xam exactly nga wax ñu lan la wax parce que mom tamit nekk na ko xam ne ñew na fi té wax na.
So that we also get your part.
Té nga gis ne yow tamit sa bor ñu mëna ko jot.
So that we know whether Charbel stated that he is an agent or a partner.
Pour ñu mëna xam da Charbel ci bopam wax na ni mom agent la wala partner.
So that we know exactly the representation Charbel made to you.
Nena pour ñu mëna xam Charbel bu mu ñëwé ci yow lan la wax ne lolu moy rôle am bi moy lan la represent ci yow.
Mayoress Lowe also claims that she had asked the former CEO, Mustafa Bachili, to verify Chabel's information, but Bachili refuted this, saying they have never talked about the authenticity of the interested party. Meanwhile, on the issue of pricing, the ex-CEO Bachili testified that the mayoress and Chabel agreed on a $2 million price. Mayoress Lowe, however, initially denied negotiating any price, but later changed her position and clarified that the council determined the final price, not her as an individual.
No. Charbel so hello dina mistake na kon.
No. If Charbel had said so, then I think he was mistaken.
Lead Council Charbel first day mu ñew sama office.
Lead Council, the first day he came to my office. You see the way he hold his envelope?
Mo ibi ko ma gis na affaire land la.
And he opened the envelope. I saw and I realized this is all about land.
Ma dega sela ko straight away na ko affaire land yi man xawma ci dara yobu ko ci CEO.
He is right now hearing me. That was the time I told him no, I have no idea about land issue. Go to CEO.
Bim ko yobo ci CEO.
When he took it to CEO,
sela ñu advice dañ ko yobu ci council bi.
That was the time the CEO advised us to go ahead or
did
take
the council
it to council.
Inform Charbel that the price of the land should be 2 million?
Nenda council ñoo wax Charbel ne njëgi paaka bi 2 million la.
Wa loolu la faati bu jógee council meeting xaw ma ndax man mako ko wax o moom mako ko waaye su Charbel waxee ne man mako ko wax su suma office then he's right.
Then, and that is the point I can't remember exactly. But if at all Charbel says so that it was in my office, then he must be right.
Yes, but the point is, he said it was communicated to him
in your office. That was when he agreed to pay $2 million.
Nena mom lu mu waxon fi de nena njega bi way price bi si office bi sa office fofu ngeen waxtanon be dal di d'accord nena ci kaw bobu ngeen dal ko yegal ne legi amul lu moy def ludul mu fay $2 million.
No, man d'accord ma Charbel sama office wax na len ko yobbu council. The minutes are there.
No, I don't agree with Charbel in my office.
He was very clear. Taken to council. We were guided, and then you charge for $2 million through per square meter. I can still remember that.
Jammeh reportedly told the mayors that his deal with Hyson had collapsed. Despite this, the land intended for his project was transferred to MK Stores, owned by Nando. The reason for the allocation, economic benefit, and job creation was no longer valid, yet the land transaction proceeded. The lead council raised questions as to why the mayors proceeded with the transaction after knowing the reason she wanted to give the land to Chapel was no longer there. Mayors Law responded that she believed in the verbal conversation she had with Chapel and claimed she saw the letter for the first time during the hearing, but Bachelet said she had seen it at the council. When asked if Chapel had the legal authority to transfer public land, Mayors Law responded she didn't know the legal implications. Later, lead counsel Patrick Gomez confronted her with testimony from Nandu, who said he visited her office 3 to 4 times. The mayors initially denied discussing the land with him and stated that their discussions were about reallocating him to Bond Road due to complications with his original plots. Gomez directly confronted the mayors about her central role in the entire process, saying, Nandu will not come to your office 3 to 4 times without a reason. The transaction started with you and ended with you. Despite initially claiming to know nothing about MK Store's acquisition of the land, Mayors Law later acknowledged that she was aware of Nandu's visit and that she had to sign the lease documents herself. Reporting for Eyeafrica News, I am Mamadi Barrow.